Hi everyone, happy Capstone Day. I'm really sorry that I'm not there with you to join in all the fun and hear about everything that everyone's been doing. You all are so amazing and so wonderful. I've never been a part of a more sincere and earnest group of people, and I'm really grateful to have you all and to have had this experience with you all. I came into NLC wanting to get out of my social work and my Baltimore bubble and to learn more about what other people who identify as progressives are doing and thinking and how they're going about their lives and contributing. And even with knowing that, it was kind of challenging coming in and getting this crash course in the Maryland legislature and in policy and in what the hell a central committee member is. And it was challenging when I came to think about my capstone. When I came in, all my ideas were related to work. They were setting up a legal program. They were engaging staff in a new initiative or coming up with a new process to better create programs at my agency. Because just my identity and everything I did was really steeped in my organization. So it was a really pleasant surprise going through the Institute weekends, and from even just that first life entrepreneurship weekend, really kind of exploding my thinking and being, wow, what do I actually really want to do if it was outside of this organization I've been with for so long and love. So that first weekend really solidified that I really want to be able to focus on balancing life and work and family and integrating my professional values with my personal values. And what I figured out was, I need to not be working a traditional schedule, and I need to be able to try to set that up somehow. So that's interesting to think about. And then the other weekends, I kept learning things, and it was so cool to see how our speakers and how you all carry yourselves and think about what you're doing, and how you communicate and learning those new skills and new knowledge base for that. And then the business and entrepreneurship panel that weekend also really solidified, okay, all these things I've been learning, this is really going to help me plan to take the leap to create this business that I want to create, to be able to live out my professional values and also really keep that balance with my work life, with my home life. And at the same time, throughout the past year, 6 months, 2 years I've been doing it, I've been doing my MBA coursework, and over the past couple months really learning about organizational strategy and entrepreneurial marketing and being nimble and negotiating and coming up with options for mutual gain. And so that was also kind of in this mix. And additionally, through talking with you all and other peers and mentors, I've started seeing that there's this real need for organizations with a social mission to be able to have good information and create sustainable business models and a support network to be able to do their good work. Doing good work is really hard, and then having to evaluate it, report on it, and tell other people about it on top of doing the work, it's this extra layer. And so I saw there's that extra layer of work that it's difficult to do, and that's the part that I'm into. That's the part, I think the direct service is amazing, we really need to do it, but that extra layer of communicating about it and changing the systems, that's where I want to be. I also realized that I have this particular set of skills as, being a behavioral health social work clinician, having a couple of years of working on the street and doing outreach with people who are really, really poor and needing a lot of assistance, and working with people who didn't have a lot of capacity to access the systems that we've set up for them to get help. Everything's really complex. And so having that behavioral health background as a direct clinician, and then also combining it with this interest in organizational systems, I realized, okay, this is going to come together as a business model to provide consulting services in 4 areas, and that's research, program design, resource development, and workforce support. So I want to be offering these to organizations with a social mission, nonprofits, for-profits, or government agencies. And I want to start in the Baltimore region with the aim of expanding geographically to other organizations that are working in the realm of healthcare and social services and housing. And so initially, this is going to take the form of freelance grant writing, so government grant writing and foundation grant writing, doing research and program design recommendations. So I really love that puzzle of what is it that we want to do, how are we going to fund it, how are we going to staff it. And then I also want to do some training and developing new professionals and social workers by offering licensed supervision. I'm a licensed supervisor as a social worker in the state of Maryland. That's a requirement to get advanced licensure, is to be provided having a contract as getting supervision hours while you're working, while you're also doing the direct service. So I want to offer supervision. I want to do teaching and training at schools of social work, at continuing education, at conferences that are related to all of these realms. And then I also want to engage in providing technical assistance to organizations through national networks and local networks. The Maryland Nonprofit Consulting Network is technical assistance. The National Healthcare for the Homeless Council has subject matter experts. And other agencies have technical assistance programs through federal agencies like SAMHSA or HRSA. And it's hard to think of yourself this way, but it's hard to realize it, but that I am a subject matter expert in providing behavioral health and benefits assistance and housing services to people experiencing homelessness. So I'm always looking for a new challenge. So by design, I don't know where this is going to go, and I hope that it evolves with my skills and my experiences and the community that I build around it. And in terms of next steps, I'm going to continue to build my network through my current work and community activities. I'm going to leverage the last year of my MBA courses to really dive in and focus and prepare myself and position myself to be able to do these types of services in a freelance way. And then I'm going to get everything I can and do as much good work as I can in the agency setting. I'm going to learn as much as I can and get as much as I can out of working in the agency setting for now. Because that's really this is my training ground, and I see that now, that I'm going to be able to take all of these skills and experiences, and then this is going to be the basis for my credibility and my marketing of myself. The time frame I'm thinking for this is over the next 2 years, doing all of those things to build the network, to build a panel of advisors I'm going to be seeking assistance and guidance from, and looking out for and setting up these opportunities, and really launching it in 2 years, in 2020. And I'm going to need a lot of help along the way, and so that's where you all come in. I'm going to be calling on each of you to help me figure out, what opportunities make sense, and everything from, should this training, is this a need in the area that you're working in, to what should I be naming this enterprise. So I am really looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow and hearing more about each of your capstones and moving forward as NLC alums. And I'm so glad to have you all in my life, and I look forward to seeing how you all grow and move throughout the world and your careers.